Now, does this actually work this time? I have no idea if it does or it doesn't. I'm just waiting for it to register properly. There he goes. I don't know why I have to... Well, it would seem as though everything's actually working now. I hope I don't have to do this every single time I start up OBS, because that would be rather annoying. Okay, so let's have a look. Excuse me. Somebody wanting some pitch run? Pardon me. Okay, so let's take our medicine. See what we can do here. He should be able to help with the runs. He wants some XP and some mobiles, so we'll help him do that. It looks like he just wants to be AFK, which is okay. You might be on an ult, so lovely, lovely spiders. Which used to annoy the hell out of me when I was leveling, because I always done poorly. But now that I'm not necessarily needing to level anything, this is okay. And my headphones have just went off. Maybe I need to change to the wired version. As soon as I finish this little lock. Oh. A little bit of chaos. A chaos hell? Have I actually run out of power? Oops. Change the headphones across, because this is out of power. Maybe I need to get a new battery. It seems to go out of power quite often. Before we move on to the second floor. This floor is always a little bit slow. So many sort of nooks and crannies, doors and corners, and things to get stuck on. So far, so good. Come into here, do a little bit of this. And where are we going with this? Down enough? Oh, no need. Okay. have to put the other ones on. Then I also need to change across the there. That's better. I can hear now. There we go. Dum, da, 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 dum. Obviously, the other headphones I've got is noise cancelling. These are not noise cancelling, and now you should be able to hear a little bit of music when the game goes quiet. I'm not sure if that's actually true or not, but I'm thinking it should be. I want to go up, not down. Up and around, I think, is the words I would use. Except for that's a totally wrong way. What you're listening to, if you can hear the music, is a little bit of ska. Because I think I like ska. It's happy music. Upbeat music. Perfect for mornings. Not too much in your face. Nice background stuff. And if I convert somebody to liking ska as much as I do, then I'm happy. Oh, a bit slow in this one. Ah, there we go. And then mother again? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, Mother's Embrace was the first Chaos Armor that I got. I got it way early in the game. It was like, and was the first I got, and it was a triple G. It sort of lasted me all the way through leveling. Well, most of the way until I started to get the build online. And actually a little more focused on what the build needed. But yeah, that Mother's Embrace did me a long time. I was running a Sorg thing. And I didn't have absolutely anything. Barely had any legendaries, never mind ancestrals. So it did me good. No wrong with a bit of Mother Embrace. What I have found is during this leveling process to 300 is that I've got to a stage that no matter what I do to the build, and I've tried a lot of different stuff now, I can't seem to get it much below a minute and a half. And I can do a minute and a half in 94s and about the same in 99s and a little bit longer in the 104s. But, you know, significantly reducing it, I can't just do it. And I figure that it's because a couple of things. One is my latency. Oh wow, this is slow. I think probably the number one is latency. Right now I'm sitting somewhere just a little bit south of 300 milliseconds. When I was leveling, that was more like 150 to this 300 mark. Sometimes occasionally I had some really good about below 100, but when I reached below 100, then I could do some real speedy runs. But for the most part, the latency, if you're looking in the bottom left here, was the key driver for really not getting great times. Still good enough, you know, 1.5 to 2 minutes for a 94 and a 99. I focused on 94s mostly because even at a 10-second reduction, it's enough over an hour to give you an extra run, which means an extra 10 mil XP. And you don't get that much extra XP going between a 90 and a 95, well, 89 and 94 I should say. So that was the biggest driver. Then the next one, it's board layout, you know, the floor layout. Get a good floor layout, then it's much better. Floors like this one, it tends to be a little bit longer. And then it's the monsters you've got on the floors. If you have spiders on this floor, that's probably one of the slowest. But by far, for me, I found that it's the latency that is a real driver. The latency was one of the reasons that I swapped across from a sword to this. I leveled up initially on a lightning crackling energy. I called it light crack. I'm gonna hang around just here. Yep, didn't want to get that. And that did me good. Some of the best AoE in the game, I think. And then I moved to ball lightning because it gave me a little bit more power, so I could clear that little bit higher. You see, and this is the other thing about this particular. I'll have to go all the way back to get to the next set of monsters to be able to complete. Look at that. Two. So when I say it's then the floor, and then the last thing it's the monsters. Latency, floor, monster. And you might be asking, well, why do you run 94s, not 95s, or 99s and not 100s? It's because every unit of 5s, so that'd be 5, 10, 15, 20 and so on, 95, 100s, 90, every unit of 5 the XP goes up from, for example, 94 to 95. The XP goes up just a small fraction, but the actual HP goes 20%. So you should be able to run a 94 faster than you can run a 95 for much the same XP, which is why I run 94s, not 95s, and I run 99s, not 100s. It sounds better if you can run 100, but when you're actually focusing that you want to run to Paragon 300, then to be honest with you, that doesn't matter too much. It's the XP per hour, and that was my focus. XP per hour. Running in a group, 2 or more, is better. Always making sure you have, come here, always making sure you've got an XP well activated from the Forgotten Wisdoms, Nightmare Dungeons, making sure that you've got your medicine activated. That's what I call medicine, is your potions and elixirs. Making sure you've got all of them activated all of the time. Not that I was brilliant in that either. I did forget more than once. Probably more than 20 times. You're running a pit and you're focused, or you're running a series of pits and you get focused. You sometimes forget to take your medicine. But it's better if you can obviously take it and have it active all the time, because that accounts for a 13% additional XP. And who would say no? Oh wow. I'm really not pathing through this very well. And there are some floors that are better suited to solo runs, and some floors I think are better suited for parties. That last floor I think is better suited for a party. But there's some floors that you just can't easily do a split run. A split run is when there's more than one of you and literally go in different directions. That last floor you could go in different directions relatively easily. What was this? Basilisk. Petrify. Don't think I'll probably use that. Oh, I should have got some water. So my partner in this dungeon is running an alt, so he needs to get the glyphs leveled for the most part. So at 94 you're getting some decent glyph XP. Take him a little time to get from 94 to 95, oh, so 91 to 92 I should say. What are we doing? Where are we going? Ah, there we are. Now then, up the stairs again, across the top. But this is also a floor that I tend to struggle getting good times with. Lots of things when you've got high ping speed that you can get stuck on. think I'm doing okay though. So normally I'd be able to get through these in 90 seconds, but today it's more like 2 minutes. But I find that having this higher latency, I do get stuck on things. And even though my attack speed is 100%, it's still not the same because of your latency. There we go. Yeah, look at that. I would say I'm pretty much... Again, I've done weather a few times now. Yeah, speed is not there. When you have better latency, your attack speed is better, your movement speed is better, you don't get stuck on things. Heightened senses and toxic claws. That's actually not a bad... If that had been, instead of lightning resist, if that had been willpower, that would have been a pretty good amulet. I could roll that lightning away to toxic venom. Envenom. Maybe not. I have not had a decent roll in like forever. I can't think that I've actually had anywhere close to having a perfect amulet drop for me. I've traded for a decent amulet before, but I actually haven't had one that dropped for me. It's just something that doesn't exist. You see a lot of these people who've got sort of perfect amulets. Not here. One of these days it will drop. I mean, say, ever since the beginning of my journey with the Druid, with the werewolf, I gambled for amulets. And yet I still am using the same amulet that I got ages ago. I tell a lie. I did change this amulet because I wanted a little bit more armor. So I found an amulet that had total armor. But again, it's far from perfect. Because what I found I was being a bit just too squishy. Well, you see, on an amulet you don't really want defensives. But it's the way the cookie crumbled. But I am thinking that this season there's not as many GAs dropping. And I think the reason for that is because every single Chaos Armor is at least a single GA. So in the overall package, the amount of GAs that are dropping is probably the same as every season. But because the Chaos Armors, every single one drops, I think that's having an effect on the rest of the drops. Now if anybody else wants some runs, just drop me a line. I have no idea how many. I was thinking more about your glyphs. See, this floor is not really set up too well for running in a big party. There's not really. Sometimes there's some opportunities to split, but this particular version of this floor, this is the first little area to be able to split. Go this way or this way. And this is, you know, about 3/4 of the way through. Then it's only a small split there. But a split nevertheless, you know. Down mother again. Don't see high. O'clock. He wants to give me something. Thank you. Right, I'm just going to be a couple of minutes. Just need to go and put on some rice. Be back soon. Okay, back again. So let's... Oh, he's gone. Oh well. Not a problem. Not many people on board today. Yeah. Oh, no music. So, wow, 450. In the meantime, you know what I haven't done for a long time? Have I got any left? Oh, let's get rid of this. No need to repair. So, right, was there anything worth keeping? I have no use for that. Willpower damage over time. Nah. Cold. Like I say, it's a double GA, but heavens. Nothing here. Crit strike damage, attack speeds. But I will keep a hold of that ring. Sorry, amulet. See, that actually is sort of interesting if I wasn't running the total armor. And I need to run the total armor. Because if I didn't run the total armor, I need to change my boots. Willpower, movement, speed and armor. Or here I suppose I could... It's only armor, it's not total armor. So it's like, And this is what I always note. I don't think I have, you know. I don't... Oh well, let's run some regulars. Let's just run some Chaos Rifts. See if I can get a better piece of Chaos Armor than I have already. Maybe that'll help a little bit. Now I don't really need anything in particular. Just to sort of see if I can get an upgrade, that would be nice. I don't need anything in there. Bit of living steel. You're at some bosses. Anybody need some Lilith? Infernal Rocks. I didn't realise I'd killed one of these sort of bossy things that allows the extra rock to drop. Where's this? Ah, there it is. Well, we know where the treasure room is now. Okay, well there's the key in this one? Yes, it is. Oh, there's a gobble. What's this way? Oh no, I need to go. I'll do this other stuff first. Go see what's in the treasure room. Bum, bum, bum. A little bit of bubbles. Then there was a chaos rift up here. Yeah. After this I could run some... What could I run? Yeah. Some halides. Might be a good idea. Out of the room. I don't know if you could hear the music, or you should be able to hear the music in the quiet times, because that's how I've set it up, so it's in the quiet times. Oh, more infernal rat dropping. And there was a bigger monster of some description yonder. No idea why. Not very good at noticing these things. Huh? The last one right next to the boss. Heraldic Gem Reserve. Right, let's go into the Helltides. Or I could join a party for Infernal Hordes. Haven't done any hordes for a while. I asked for total armor. There it is. But unfortunately, that's no good for me. The other two affixes are... That might be interesting, though. If I do a pulverized build. I'll keep a hold of that. I'm a bit of a pack rat at times. Wild impulses and resonate. See that? I've got a couple of them, but let's have a look. The Pet, Infernal Hordes. Yeah. Are they in there already? There was 2 of them. Oh no, there's 4. Okay. They're finished already. Bit strange. Well, never mind. Does people want to try another? Looks like Chinese, Korean. Not sure about this character here, I'll be honest. And Scottish. Somebody not wanting. Just one person. Shall we try again? My lollipop, pop, pop. I have to go sushi up. I can't believe people join a party and then don't want to run. What's the point in joining a party? How long have you been trying to actually get this? If this doesn't start, I'm gonna bug out and unbelievable. I don't get that, I'll be honest with you. I just don't get it. And the infernal hordes. No. Looks like a druid. Korean, Chinese. Hey Zartov, I'm trying to find a party to run some infernal hordes. Nobody seems to That last group I was in was just like... And this guy doesn't want to run either. Oh, yes, we do. So how are you doing this morning, Zartov? We're just chilling, having fun. I guess I should take some medicine. Training Spire, well, we'll have some ether fiends. I could stand here and just take out 2 of them. So he just wants to stand in the middle. Standing in the middle is fine, but it doesn't mean you can actually take away the... You need to do a little wandering. Well, that's okay. You're level 41? We can get that up a little bit if you need some help. Oops. Type in this out of and they can find me. Now there's 4, okay. Let me just think. Let's see if I can get this without dying too much. Pressing the wrong buttons. Oh, he's up at that one. I'll take this one then. There we go. That's simple enough. Massing masses. Yeah, the build I have on my Mobilytics it's really an end game build. It's not. Unfortunately, I didn't leave builds that sort of have you starting off without. next season I should try to make sure that I leave builds that has got sort of leveling plans, sort of mid-game and end-game. Glyphs are what you get when you do your Paragon board. This is your skill. This is your skill tree, and this is your Paragon board. And the Paragon board has these in the middle of the board. They're called glyphs. Oh, I need to focus a little bit. And it's a lot of the glyphs give you the power that you need, and the Paragon boards. Different glyphs gives you different powers. There's no down here very much. Let's go grab this snow. I'll start. Yes and no. Because they don't just focus on your passives. But if we want to think, because I'm not sure exactly what you mean by an extended passive tree. That might be another type of game that I'm unaware of. Excuse me. But it is definitely, it's an extender for your character. Completely. Yes, it unlocks when you hit level 60. If you what you also need to do is look at your season journey as well, because this unlocks certain things. And it helps you gain levels. Oh. Let me finish this and I'll sort of go through a few of the things with you. Good. Following the season journey is a very good way just to get an idea of the mechanics of the actual season. Whenever I jump into a new season, I always do the seasonal quests first. Because then I get a better idea on how to do the season stuff. Yeah. That's why I do the season stuff first. so I have a better idea. Yeah, we'll take that, obviously. We're at 900. It's not brilliant, but it's not bad. And I can't remember exactly what it was about the seasons. I'd completed the season journeys, you know, within a couple of days. They're generally not difficult to complete. This seems to be quite a nice little level. Usually here, like here, it's got a little bit of a purple. These are your seasonal stuff. And if you show seasonal only, that'll tell you what you need to do. Nah, open them up straight away. Because they'll contain things that'll help you get your levels up. Because you'll be getting more anyway. So I always open up the caches whenever I get them, because you're always going to be getting caches, so they usually contain things that's good for your season journey. So that's why I would always suggest that you just open them up. No need to save them. The only time I save caches, whisper caches, are when I'm actually in the end game and maybe I want to do an alternative character, a second character, because they give you XP, but generally they're finished. Have you got tab, which opens up your world map, and then there's something here, and it should open up this. Oh right, what do we want to do? There was one chaos armor. Whole bunch of other stuff. Then open up the equipment, and then materials. Oh, there's a whole bunch of stuff still here. Okay, let's... So to get the pop-up, I hit my tab to open up the world map, and then usually I've got it down, but then you press Q. See here, Q. I don't know what it is on yours, but it's Q on mine. And you can choose what you want. And if you only want the seasonal stuff, then this comes up here and it'll tell you what you need to do next. Now let me have a look at this stuff. Fists of Fate, no need. Pain Gorgers. Generally that would have been okay, but because of the Chaos Armor, it's no need. Nothing in here. Yeah, because what that does, it helps you get through the season. So you understand the season mechanics. It opens up certain things that otherwise it's a little difficult. And then it's level 15. If you haven't done this already, you need to work on your spirit boons, which you need to, I think it's here. You need to go to Tuldura and conquer Tuldura. But again, this should be in your journal. It generally tells you when you need to do things. But at level 15, you can start to open your spirit boons, and then you follow that progression to be able to do what I've done, essentially. So that's your character, that's your spirit boons, that's your abilities, which is your skill tree and your Paragon tree, your mercenaries that you need to get, and here is that you travel to the den. So there is on your journal there will be quests to open up your mercenaries, and again you follow the quests to get your mercenaries all up and running, and then your chaos perks, and the journal will show you the quests to get your seasonal stuff up and running. Okay, cool. You can get them as soon as you can get them. You can get them from level 1. But usually you'll sort of start to get them as soon as you can, I would suggest. Just thinking. $162. That's how long I've been playing now. Yeah, because I got pretty much everything done. And then you also need to check your seasons journey, where you've got objectives, chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because these give you rewards and seasonal blessings that you can then put into different things that help you through the season. Because you will, as you're going through the game, like here it says, complete the Sands of Chaos seasonal quest, collect Infernal Wrap, equip a Chaos perk. So at different things, it'll give you different stuff to do, and it will then give you seasonal blessings that you can actually put into these things that help you get more stuff quicker. You'll want this one as much as possible. I would say that would maybe be your number 1. Urn of Reputation, Urn of Armor. the rest of them, this one, yeah, this one, Urn of Night. So I would suggest that the first one you want to try and get is the Urn of Reputation, then the Urn of Armor, then Chaos Nightmares, and then the rest of them, and whenever they come available. So as you go through this, you'll go level 2, and that's got stuff to do. Level 3, you've got stuff to do, and so on and so on and so on and so on. And when you actually finish this, you get a spark as well. What is it, this one? I can't remember exactly which one. But you can, as soon as you can equip your mercenaries, equip, because they do help. So I would make it one of your priorities to go through the quest to get your mercenaries. And you'll need to travel to the den, so you'll need to find the den. But the seasonal quest will help you do this. Now what do I need? I need some Forgotten Souls in case I need to... Oh, there's no... To get Forgotten Souls, which helps you upgrade your gear, they can be a bit of a pain in the ass to find. One of the best places, but not the only place, but one of the best places to find is in Legion events. But right now there's no Legion events. 11:42. The Helltide is almost over. It's only got about 10 minutes. Right, so 11:43, I am going to because it's not become available for you yet, you'll probably need to do something else before they become available. So you have to do certain things in a particular process. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and as you become, one is gone, another becomes available, and so on and so on and so on. It'll come. But anyway, I need to go get lunch for my daughter, so I will see you this afternoon. I'll be back maybe about in a couple of hours. Yeah, probably about in a couple of hours, an hour and a half. So I will see you soon. But in the meantime, for me, it's time to go. Bye for now.